The FBI is denying that its director, Christopher Wray, and the Bureau's general counsel, Dana Boent, pushed to withhold exculpatory evidence from former Trump advisor, retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn. Flynn's lawyer, former federal prosecutor Sidney Powell, said in an April 24th court filing that Flynn was provided with new exculpatory evidence that proves he was deliberately set up and framed by corrupt agents at the top of the FBI.
As I've said before, this aspect of our strategy was moving too slowly, but the fall of Ramadi has galvanized the Iraqi government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
Now, the evidence was filed under seal and thus wasn't available to the general public. Powell has asked the judge to unseal it. The Daily Caller reported the same day that Wray fought to prevent exculpatory evidence from ever surfacing in this case, referring to a source with direct knowledge of the situation. Also that very same day, the Federalist reported that Boent led the charge internally against the DOJ, Department of Justice, and the disclosure of the new materials, referring to an FBI official familiar with the situation. Flynn, the former head of Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, and former National Security Advisor to the President Donald Trump, pleaded guilty on December 1st, 2017 to one count of lying to FBI agents. Jeffrey Jensen, U.S. Attorney for Eastern District of Missouri, has been reviewing the Flynn case at the direction of Attorney General William Barr since January. Now, the new documents were obtained and analyzed by Jensen back in March and in April, said Timothy Shea, U.S. Attorney for District of Columbia, in an April 24th email PDF to defense filed with the court. Additional documents may be forthcoming, he said. The email doesn't say the documents were provided based on the court's previous order to give the defense exculpatory evidence. During the course of the case, there have been disagreements between the defense and the prosecutors on what is and isn't exculpatory. The FBI would neither confirm nor deny whether its denial referred specifically to the documents provided to Flynn on April 24th. Powell was clear that the documents contain exculpatory evidence, information. The new evidence defeats any argument that the FBI interview of Mr. Flynn on January 24, 2017 was material to any investigation. Powell wrote, "The government, the United States of America, through the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, has deliberately suppressed this evidence from the inception of this very prosecution, knowing there was no crime by Mr. Flynn." And these documents show in their very own handwriting and emails that partisan FBI and Justice Department, DOJ, the leaders, intended either to create an offense that they could prosecute or at least target Flynn, get him fired, Powell said. Flynn asked the courts back on January 14th to allow him to withdraw his original plea, stating that the prosecutors violated the terms of the agreement. He's also accused his former lawyers of ineffective counsel. Prosecutors negotiated a deal with Flynn to partially give up his attorney-client privilege so that his former lawyers and government could effectively push back against the allegation. The former lawyers have since submitted declarations of more than 100 pages of text and more than 500 pages of partially redacted exhibits related to their representation of Flynn. The government has been asking the judge for more time to absorb new claims and this new information brought to light in regards to the CCP virus epidemic. Now back in April, again on April 24th, status report. Prosecutors asked a judge to give them until May 8th to file another report and propose a briefing schedule if feasible. Again, I'm Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you. And where we go one, we go all.